Commander Elendor, the orcs are on the move. We've just returned from the eastern edge of the forest. Their war drums echo through the trees, and dark smoke billows into the sky. They're heading towards the bridge. How many are we facing? A horde, sir. Hundreds, perhaps more. They are relentless and driven. If they cross the river, our lands will be at their mercy. The bridge must be held. We cannot let them set foot on our soil. Summon the archers and prepare the defenses. We take the fight to them, here and now. Yes, Commander. I'll rally the troops and set up barricades. Today we stand as guardians of our realm. We fight not just for our lives, but for our homeland, for our future. We will show these orcs the might of the elven warriors. To the bridge, with courage and honor. For the forest, for our people. To your positions, elves. The battle awaits us. This is a little introduction for this scenario of my game, Suits of War. As you can see, we have the orcs on the eastern side and the elves on the western side. The objective of this scenario is, for the elves, is to prevent the orcs from crossing the river to the other side, while the orcs have to, of course, cross the river. Additionally, if the elves can eliminate the leader, they also win. So let's get started. As usual, we have our two sides deployed. As you see, the orcs are on this side, led by their leader here, and the elves are on the western side, led by their leader. Now, these cards are special cards, actually just bicycle cards, called Orcs and Elves. I believe this is a Kickstarter thing I got on eBay, and I thought these would be perfect for this game, but obviously you can just use a regular deck of cards that I've mostly been using. This is just cheap deck. Now, you do actually want to get, if possible, a standard deck of cards, just because these are, I think, 2.5 by 2 inches. I'm not exactly sure, but they all have sort of the same standard size, and that's sort of the most efficient way to play this game. So I would highly recommend doing that. Bicycle, of course, these cards, a pack of bicycle cards, you can normally pick up for pretty cheap pretty much anywhere. But, you know, with no real consequence, you could probably use a different deck of cards. But I've been mostly playing with these ones, as they sort of thematically work well, and the size is nice, and, you know, it's the right size. Okay, so we've deployed. Of course, we have secret deployment, so we only see our leaders here and here, and the rest, the other 4 units have been deployed face down. So as usual, we are going to be shuffling our 2 decks here, left and right, and determining initiative. So let's see who wins. The orc side gets a 6. And the elven side gets a 3. Okay, so that means the orcs are going to be able to activate their units first. Now, if you do not know how to play this game, I did do a brief rules overview, which you can check over here in the top right corner. I'll put a notification there for you guys to go and check out. So I'm just going to play the game, and we'll see how it turns out. Now, we got a little bit special rules here. Now, this sort of water, this river, and this patch of trees here is just something I printed off from Wargame Vault. It's completely optional, but I think it works well for this specific scenario. Again, you could pretty much use anything lying around the house to make rivers or whatever. I'm trying to make this game as accessible as possible. Lastly, I'm going to grab my activation cubes. These are just to mark which units have been activated. I'll put these off to the side for now. And let's see how it goes. So since the orcs are going to be going first, let's see, the orc commander will probably want to get his cavalry. We don't know, we know that, I mean, we can assume that the elves have deployed some archers on his side. Now, he's only allowed a maximum of 2 archer units, but we don't know which 2. So I think what he will do is he'll probably try and maybe slowly march forward with some of his units. Let's say he's going to activate this unit, archer unit over here. He's going to make them move 2 times. Okay, so he's going to move once and twice, and I think that's going to be his the orc side's first activation. Whoops. Never mind. Keep on going. Let's see. Seeing the archers approach here, we got some archers here too. Let us move them up. Should I? Do I want to have him activate? No, I'm going to sort of stay back. I don't want to be tempted to go out. I'm just going to activate this unit. See if I can move once and fire. So will he be in a 6? If I move forward here, will I be in range? 1, 2, oh, sorry, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it will be in range. Okay. So actually, I'm just going to move here. Going to activate. So normally you would want to turn in a direction and then move in the direction, straight path. He's just going to move one short distance, moving up to there, and then he's gonna try and take a shot at this guy. I don't want to spend my high cards early on in the game because I know there's gonna be a lot of fighting happening still, but I do want to take at least a pot shot at him. So they're going to play a 5 and we're going to see what he plays. I'm going to, just because I'm playing solo, I'm going to shuffle these and just see what he decides to play. Let's see, he plays an ace. Now, a special rule of the ace is that once an ace is played, you can always replace the ace. You can discard the ace and replace it with a higher card. So since he's just going to defend, he just wants to play, he just wants to have a higher total of 11, since we have 6, which is the archer's strength here, the archer unit strength, plus 5, which is our combat card, so that's 11. So I just want to play something that's just, you know, slightly bigger than 11. So I'm going to play this, I know that ties are broken by the attacker. So I want to play 12, right? So he's going to play his 4. So those two are out of the game. And I'm going to discard this card over here. So we are back with our orcs on the western side of the forest. We have some difficult terrain there. I'll use this as an opportunity to explain difficult terrain. Now, if you move into difficult terrain, you have to immediately stop. And then moving through difficult terrain means that you have to move a short distance, and you can only move once in your total turn. So he is going to, since he doesn't want to run into his archer unit, he's going to turn a little bit, and then he's going to move in a straight path over here. So he can move a long edge. So he's going to move and stop right into, well, actually I have to stop at the edge of this. So that's how far I can get. I can only go up until I touched difficult terrain, then I have to stop. The next turn I can start moving short edges through the difficult terrain, through the forest. So now, since it's the orcs have gone and moved their cavalry unit, our elves want to take the fight to them. So he's going to activate his queen, which is a cavalry unit, and I can move over this bridge. Now this bridge is too small for this whole unit to move over, but you know, this is just for you know, I believe this is 15 mil scale. For the purpose of this battle report, I'm going to say, you know, they can move over this bridge any way possible. So we're just going to do a little turn because I do want to move in a straight line. I'm mostly straight, so I'm going to see how far 2 lengths take me. That's over there. and she's gonna move in a straight line. Oh, right there. And that is our elves' turn. Back to our orcs. Let's see. I think he's going to try and take a pot shot at this crossing cavalry unit. So the orc commander, orc leader, is going to activate his. Oh, that's a melee unit actually. Then I forgot. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Let's do that then. I forgot what I deployed. He's going to make a turn here, slowly marching forward. These units can only move short edges, so he's going to move his one short, two short edges in there, and that is our orcs' turn. Back to our elves. He's going to activate his archer unit, seeing that unit of foot soldiers, of orc foot soldiers approaching from the north. So they're going to move one short edge forward, and they should be within 8 short distances from that unit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can comfortably get in there. So he's just going to move there. He's got a power of 8, and he's going to attacking a 9. So if I play a 10, it should almost guarantee a hit. But let's do this. Let's play a 7. That'll give me a 15. And I might have to play a little bit higher, to be totally honest. I'm going to play this 9. That gives me 17. So we're playing this 9 over there. And since I'm playing the orcs, I'm just going to play the orcs is, we'll keep this a surprise. We'll shuffle it and see what happens. He plays a 6 to defend. So this total is 15, but the attack is 17. That means this attack was successful, and the orcs will now need to use a card, a wound card. Now I have to choose something that's smaller than our current 9 there, and I only have a 7. I could play the 5, but I'm going to use the 7. And I'll place this here on top to show that it is still a melee unit. It used to be a 9, now it's a 7, strength 7. And that is our archers, our elves' turn. Now, I forgot to mention that this scenario, there is 4 turns. The orcs win if they manage to cross all their units within 4 turns. The elves win if they manage to defend the river successfully. And the elves also win, of course, if they kill the commander. But the orc commander is sitting all the way there, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so let's keep going. It is the orcs' turn again. And they have 2 more units. We got a cavalry unit over here. Did I not move this cavalry? Oh, that's my king, of course. I believe this is a cavalry unit. That's right. So we got 2 more to go. Our king and this cavalry unit has not gone yet. So since it's cavalry, they can move 2 long edges. That's 1 and 2 over there. Just going to turn a little bit, move in a straight line. And we are there. Going back to our elves. I have to activate this unit now. I mean, I could probably use my king, my leader, to give this, to command this unit to take another turn. But I'm just going to sort of move this one. I'm gonna turn him in this direction and just move him. I can always turn over there. Ah, I'm bumping the king. I can't do that. Shoot. Kind of limited my maneuver. Oh, you know what? Let's move up 2 long edges all the way to the river there. The river is difficult terrain, so he has to stop there. The next time he's activated, he can cross that river because it's only going to take him a short distance to move to the other side. I'm shaking this camera like crazy. All right, so the only other 2 units that are not activated so far are our 2 leaders. Now I think our leader is going to activate. Maybe the leader's going to move because he has to get through, right? So he's just going to spend his 2 turns. He moves a short distance. So he's going to maybe stand behind this cavalry unit and move 2 short distances. So pretty much just move all the way to there. Okay. He's not commanding. However, our elf king, seeing these approaching orcs, 1, 2. Oh, this unit is just out of range to be commanded, but probably take the fight to them. I'm going to activate and use my king to command. Probably command this one, but I'm going to command our cavalry unit and see if I can at least take out some of their archers. Take out this archer over here. So he's going to pivot, and then he has to move a short edge through this, which gets him comfortably on the other side. Well, I'm still in the river, so he'll have to move a short edge on his next activation too, because I'm still technically in difficult terrain. That's all I can do. Can I move once? I can only move once, and I can only move a short edge through difficult terrain. But that is end of round 1. It's the start of round 2, and we have to do initiative. So we got a 2 on the orc side, and we got a shuffle this. And we got a 10. So it is the elves' turn to go first, to activate first. Okay, it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy here. Things are heating up. Should I move? This cavalry unit is in danger of being attacked by this archer here. So I think I may need to activate him and get him out of here. So he's going to move closer to there, and that brings him out. So I can later then command him to attack that archer unit over there. But that is our elf's turn. Turn 1. Going over to the orcs, they see, of course, the archers over here, or the cavalry over here, and the archers turn to face them. They are obviously within 8 short distances, because there's a archer of value 8. And then line of sight's no problem, so he's going to take a shot. But I'm attacking a archer unit here. This time I'm actually going to purposefully play this 10 here. And what can he play to defend? He knows he's going to try, the orc is going to try and throw him with the biggest hit. You can see that the 10 is not placed out yet. So he's going to play a 10. And that means the 10 of the jack and the 10 of this together, that's 20, which is enough to defend against the 8 plus 10, 18 of the archer's attack here. Okay, but that did mean I need to burn my biggest card for defense here, which is probably not great for this round, because this round we're going to be running low on cards. You can see our orcs have 3 cards left in this round, and our elves have 4 cards, but they're all really low numbers, so things are going to get a little tough here. It is our elves' turn again, so they will activate first. Knowing that they're running low on cards, we are going to move our archers up to the river here. We already know they're within range and line of sight from my 2 corners. I can definitely trace a straight line to that archer unit here. I'm going to play my 7, and I don't know what they're going to play for defense. This is going to be a random. I know that they only have low cards. Oh, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's just see. Let's just do this random. He plays a 5. So 5 plus an 8, that's 13. Here we got a 13 too. That is, however, attacks of ties are broken by the attacker. So this has been a successful attack there. So that means I gotta choose one of these two cards to use as a wound card, and that means this archer unit has taken a pretty significant hit. Not that great, not that great for the orc side, and they're left with one card. So they're gonna have to, this is gonna be, I gotta place that there because I activated. Since it's the orc's turn now, they start with one card in their hand, and so now they can take the discard pile, and we have some bit more to work with, and I got my 10 back, which is going to be really necessary. So the orcs have that in their hand, and it is over to the orcs side. They are going to how are they going to respond? That is the question. I think the orcs, seeing that they will need to be a little more strategic, I think this cavalry unit is going to move, and he's going to move a short edge into the difficult terrain. Now he is moving very slowly, but he's also safe from any archers because he is in a difficult terrain, which will break line of sight to him. It is the start of turn 3 for our elves. And what are we doing? What are we doing? I think we're going to keep moving with our cavalry unit there. Our queen, she's going to move to, she's going to get within 2. 1, 2, because that one, I think, wow, should she be moving so that this orc can charge her, or does she want to stay just out of sight? You know what? I think she's just going to edge forward and just stand and wait on the other side of the bridge. She waits there, guarding the bridge, and she does a "You shall not pass" a Gandalf on this bridge. Over to the orcs, round 3. What are the orcs going to do? He's probably going to measure and see if he is within 2 long distances. He saw that was a pretty smart move of our elf archer unit there to stay just out of range. So instead, he is going to move once and fire arrows. So he's going to move, do a straight move there. It's not there. Definitely within line of sight. So we know that archer's range is never affected by wounds. She still has a range of 9. That is a huge range. Actually, it's not archer unit. What I'm talking about. This is melee unit. Sorry. So I guess he wants to move twice then. He just wants to slowly march in this direction. For some reason, I think that was an archer unit. Very stupid. Anyway, there we go. It is the elf side, the elf army's turn 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I'm going to make my king move a little closer, so he's within command range. He's going to turn and move a short edge, just like that. And he's just going to wait there. Going over to my orcs. This cavalry unit is going to, in fact, charge. Not charge, but he's going to march twice. 1 is to here, 2 to there. So it's going to be very close. Meeting his challenger on the battlefield there, 2 queens. So this is turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are on the elf side. They have left only the archer over here. Now we have a pretty sad hand of cards left, and there's a lot that can still happen. So he is just going to move forward here and take a shot, I guess. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. they are no this archer unit is in no danger of getting attacked anytime soon. So let's just play then. I mean, let's just go there, play that to 10, and so he attacks with a 2 plus 8, that's a 10. He's definitely within range, within line of sight of our archer unit. And let's see what he plays. Well, he has a whole host of cards, so he knows he's in a good position. He's going to play this. Well, maybe he doesn't know what the archer is going to play, so maybe he plays, because I mean that's going to be played face down, right? Normally. So he's going to be playing, let's see, he plays this 5. That gives him a 7 plus 5 is a 13. Okay. And that is his first card done. And now our orcs only has our leader left. Now I was considering doing that. I think I should probably still do that if he's within 2 long distances he is, to let this cavalry unit go and attack. So I'm going to do that. This king is going to command this cavalry unit. He knows that that queen, he can see the elves have 2 cards in their hands, and he can see in the battlefield that a lot of cards have been played out. So he's going to go in strong. He's going to charge there. He's going to play his 6 over there. Of course, when cards are played, combat cards are played face down. Sometimes I play them face up here, just so it's easy to see what's going on. And the only thing I have here is a 3 and a 4. Now, I know I'm probably going to lose this battle. Now, if I play a 3, I'm definitely going to lose the battle. But then I have a 4 to use as a wound card. So she's going to play that. So that gives her a total of 13. And this is a 10 plus 6 is 16. That is a successful attack, which really hurts our cavalry unit and bringing her down to a 4. Ouch. And the elves at the end of round 2 have no more cards in their hands, so she is going to grab all her cards from the discard. Now at the end of that round, actually end of this queen's turn, she didn't have to move back because she did not eliminate the unit, and they were still in contact in a combat, so she had to move 1 short distance back. But we are now round 3. We have to do initiative again. So far it looks pretty tough for the orcs. They were halfway through the game, and they're gonna have to hustle to get to the other side. The elves are a little bit stronger. They have a fresh hand of cards from a discard. Let's see what happens with initiative. That's an ace. That's a low. It's a 1. And they are going to draw a 10. So elves are going on the offensive first, or I guess the defensive. I guess it depends on how you want to play it, right? Okay, so elves go first. Let us see. This one has been hurt pretty bad, so she's basically just going to sit there and block this bridge. Do not want the orcs to have any easy passes over the river. I think this unit of archers should go and take a shot there. I could also let my archer unit try and take out this one for good. But having fewer units left makes it easier for them to cross. They just want all the living units on the other side. So let's do that. Let's weaken them. That's what we want. We want them to be weakened. Okay, so this one's going to activate. I am within range and line of sight. So we are going to play a 8. I'm going to play a 7 here. Normally play the cards face down. Sometimes I play them face up in this battle rep, so forgive me for that. I don't know what they're going to play. I'm going to let the gods decide what they play. And they play a 2. Oh, that's not good. and a 7. So I guess they let the orc side decided to play their discards low, or play their cards low now, so they have more cards to use a defense. Well, I only have a 4, so this 7 is going to go away. And we got to go with a 4. Still in the game, though, but definitely weakened. And that was a 7 that the elves had to play, and they are done. We're going to go over to the orc side. I think this unit is going to try and finish the deal. They're going to charge over here. They're going to play whatever they have the biggest card in their hand is, because they're going to be shuffling. They're going to play their 10. That's the best they can possibly do. That's a 10 over there. And they're going to have to defend, but they know this is it. They probably just want to play a low card and then keep something else. So he's going to play his 2. He'll probably not defend against. He knows he's not going to be able to defend him, but he's going to be very weakened, right? So we flip this over, and that gives us a 4 plus 2 is a 6, and we got 20 over here. A little overkill, I guess, but they did want to make sure that that attack goes through. Okay, so that is that attack card, and we got to use a wound card. So she's going to replace this 4 with a 3. These nasty elves just hanging in there. Just don't want to get out of the game. Just don't want to leave this bridge alone. Yeah. We are turn 2. It is the elves' turn. Oh, I needed to move back one short distance there. Make sure after. This cavalry unit is just going to sit there. She's just going to be a sort of pain in the side. Now, what I can do is I could potentially try and flank this unit, but that's going to mean I'm going to be making contact here in the forest, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave that as it is. But I could, remember, my one objective is if I can kill the king, the leader of the orcs, I also win. So you could potentially circle around here. I do have this cavalry stuck in the bushes here. I think they are regretting their decision. So I have to line this up so that we make contact as best as I can. So I did that to the turn, and then I'm going to move. That's going to be 2 short sides turn. That gives them perfect contact here. I can move this afterwards. And he's got 1. The orcs have 1 card left. It is an ace. That means, oh, wait a minute. I did actually mess that up, right? It was the orcs turn that they have 1 card left. They were supposed to grab all their cards. No, it's the beginning of the turn. I'm sorry. Okay. And that's it. So we're gonna just play a 5. He's gonna play this 5 over here, and he only has his ace, which is a 1, and that card's gone. Now, since the orcs have no cards in hand, that they take their cards from their hands, they gotta replace this 3 with a 2. They're not out of the game, but they're annoyingly still hanging in there, this archer unit. Okay. Orcs turn 2. Round 3, turn 2. What are we doing? What are we doing? We got to move these guys. We got to move them. They're going to take a march twice up to the river. 1. I got to do it at some point. They are safe from archery fire for the moment. Turn 3. Turn 3, elves. What are we doing? Oh, sorry, this one had to go back 1 short distance, right? Okay, I think this one is going to try, this one's going to do a shift or a shuffle. Let's see, a shift to the left. You shift a short distance up to here, putting him in line of sight of that one. He really wants to get rid of that unit. He's going to play this 9. And he's going to defend. He knows he can't Can't do much against that. So he's just going to play his lowest card, which is a 5. So we're going to have a 5 plus a 2 is 7. And this is a 6 plus a 9. That's 15. That is a hit. And he has to play the lowest card in his hand, which is going to be this ace. Still annoyingly hanging in there. Not out just yet. Well, this one's got to do something. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Let's focus on getting our cavalry unit out of this difficult terrain. He has to move short edge. So he's going to move up to there. He's nearly out of the forest, but not yet. Okay. Okay, it is our elves' turn. They got 2 more units left. We got our cavalry unit blocking the river, and we got our commander. Our commander is going to move a little closer, and then he's going to move a little closer, making sure we are in. Oh, it's the start of the elves' turn. I've got 1 card left. So I need to grab the rest of my cards. I'm going to grab them. So I'm in quite a bit better position here. So he moved up too long. Yeah, I went too long. Is it worth it for him? Yeah, you know what? The orcs did not expect this, but he's going to attack. He's going to activate or command this archery unit over here, this archery unit. So an 8. He's only working against a 4 there. So an 8 plus let's say 7. No, let's go with a 5. Being a little conservative. An 8 plus a 5. I'm not sure what the orcs are going to play. We're going to shuffle this. Let the gods decide. Okay, let's see what we got. A 5 and a 7. What a surprise. So we do have a tie here, I believe. 5, this is 13. And that's 11. It's not a tie at all. My math sucks. So a successful attack. And he has to replace his hand with something lower. And here's the problem. The lowest card, his current wounds is 4, and I have nothing lower than 4, which means this unit has been knocked out. And that's it. So we go over to the orcs. The orcs have only their commander, and I think he's also going to try and just finish off. He's going to, well, maybe he's going to move, right? He wants to get out of here. He's slightly moving, and I'm just going to say he's moving 1, 2, short distances. He is getting dangerously near that archer unit over there, but he has to get closer. He has to get closer. The elves only have this one left. What are we going to do? I think she is going to go back and wait on this side over here. And since this is an archer unit, she cannot attack in melee. She's going to take a shot at this one. It's a 1. I guess it's just a way for the orcs to get more cards out of the hands of the elves. They know they're in a pretty good position, so they got 1 plus whatever. So, he's just going to play this 4 over there, and this is 6, and that obviously beaten. 10 plus 4 is 14. That's out there and out there. He's just whittling down his opponent's deck and hoping to regroup stronger. It is round 4 and it's not looking good for the orcs. They got one turn to try and cross the river, and I do not think this is going to happen. In hindsight, I think the river should probably have been in the middle. It's probably something I'll adjust for the future. But let's play it out, see how it goes. We'll remove all the activation cubes. We'll do that right now. And we're going to do initiative. Elves are going to flip over 2. It means the orcs are going to go first. And they are going to get a 6. So the orcs are going to go first. But they are pretty weak now. They have 2 cards left in their hand. It means the next turn they're going to have a stronger hand. So we got to do something right now. Now here is something interesting. This orc he can pivot, or he can turn out of, well, it will still be in, I was going to say, still going to be in the rough terrain. So he's probably just going to try and move out here. Move out of there. He is out of the rough terrain. The elves, what are they doing? Our king is now not within reach. We just want to slow them down. So let us, what should we do here? The most obvious thing would be for our archer to take a shot at the king there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play as high as we can. We're going to play this 10. And the king is going to defend with whatever he has. He's going to defend with a 10 as well. He does not want to lose his king. So that's 20. Highest you can get. And 18. It's not good enough. Our archer there is done. But now that takes out our big 10 out of our hands. Goes back. Oh, so that is the end of turn 1 and start of turn 2. Our orcs have 1 card in their hand. That means they're going to grab the rest of their cards. So I have a fresh hand of cards here. Our elves have 3 cards, so not too great. It's pretty weak on the back foot a little bit, but still a lot can happen. Orcs are going first. We are going to activate our cavalry unit here, and they're going to move 2, 1, 2, which almost gets us, basically gets us across the river there. That's close enough, I would say. We are going to just try and slow them down. So let us meet them in battle. They're a little bit weak now. I'm going to try and play, I'm just going to play low. I know he's going to die. Actually, let's play, I want to keep this 2 as the wound card because I just want him to be in the way. So he's over there, whereas my queen, they are pretty confident they're going to win. So they're going to play a 6 here. They flip it over. That is 16. Surprise, surprise. And they are 7. That's a 10. So he loses out, and he has to replace this wound card 3 with a 2. And they have to move back. And it leaves me with 1 unused card. And it is turn 3, round 4. Oh my goodness, this is getting close. The orcs have made significant progress, but I don't think it's going to be possible for them to get across here. Their best bet is to do a shuffle here. Shuffle is shift. We're shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffle to there, shift to there. Take a shot at this unit. He knows, you can see the elf has only 1 card left, so he has to play that, which is it is a 9. He's going to play a 2. Play his lowest one. That's out. And did not do anything against him. He's going to retaliate. But do we want to take this one guy out? Probably not, because if they cross the river, if they leave any units on the other side, then they basically win. So what should they do then? They could probably target that cavalry unit that came out of the forest. So we're gonna shift short distance and line of sight. Yep, range definitely within 6. And you have to play high because that is a 10. He's gonna play his 10 here. I'm gonna let randomness decide, the gods decide what he plays. And he plays it's got a 9. Ooh, okay, this is probably successfully defended. This is 16, and this is 19. He did successfully defend, and this archery unit is out now. Okay, the orcs have only their leader left, and he's going to turn. He's going to move. Oh my goodness. There. Elves going to use their command to... I can't even command this because I don't have... Oh, I do have line of sight. Okay. And it's just within 2? No, it's still out of... Barely. It's a barely... I'm going to allow it. Command this archer unit to attack the orc leader. So you're going to attack with a 9. And we're going to let the randomness decide. What does he defend with? 7. That gets us 17, and 17 ties broken by the attacker. So our orc leader does take a hit. He's got a 10. He can still play this 10 as a wound card. And since the orcs are done, it only leaves our unit here. So he is going to turn here, and now when he attacks from the flank, they can only defend. Even if they play a higher card, it will not be enough. They won't be able to deal any wounds, but that's not going to happen anyway. He's just going to play a 3. He's pretty confident that they can't do anything. So this is 6 versus 13. And this unit is out. We did decide in the end of the day that we will take them out. And that is it for round 4. And that's the end. The orcs did not manage to cross the river. The elves have successfully defended the river from the orc horde. The orc horde approach from the west. Their lands are kept safe. And tonight they will feast. Thank you for checking out this battle rip. I assume I made a couple of mistakes recording and speaking and doing all this. It's surprisingly tough. But I hope it gives you an idea of how this game system works. And yeah, I think, as I said, this is still development. There are some skills and things that I'm adding into it. But what you see here is the majority of the game. And the rules are on my itch.io, link in the description. If you want to go check it out, go take the rules, go tinker with it, go play around with it, see what you can come up with, and let me know how it goes. Check out my social media. All those links would be in the link in the description below. Thank you for checking out this game, for checking out Suits of War, and for coming to my channel. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.